Hey guys, it's Ginger. It's been a minute, but I could not resist making a video for Madame Glam's anniversary collection. It is a beautiful, stunning collection, and I'm gonna do a fun little thing here, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But let's dive into this box. So you get this gorgeous limited edition box. This is the I Am Fearless collection. This is for their anniversary, and they've really done something nice here. Check this out. A nice little magnetic clasp. I have all the boxes from Madame Glam. I'm gonna have to get those together one of these days and line them up and show them off, because I keep all the boxes, but I don't know why. I can't help myself. But yes, I had two out because I was doing a tutorial, if you guys want to check it out on Instagram, on how to do this super easy, gorgeous ombre, which I did on my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand. That's how easy it is. It's flawless and it is absolutely stunning. Perfect for summer. Look at that. It's so pretty, so easy to do. So if you want to see how that's done, go check me out on Instagram at @GingerSparks, and that video will be up. So let's dive into this box. We have 1, 2, 3 shimmers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creams. So a nice, beautiful 8-piece collection like normal. So I don't have my gloves. I should have my gloves. I'm spoiling it, but I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna pop up a picture here. So I took some of the colors out of here, and it gives me tropical vibes. So I thought it would be fun to ask ChatGPT to take these colors and make me a nail design. And I'm gonna pop up a picture here. This is what ChatGPT came up with. And I said, take these colors, make me a tropical nail design. There's 6 fingers in it. It could be the other thumb on the other hand that they were showing, but there's 6 fingers in it. You know, AI is not perfect. It's still not going to take our job. We're good. But I said, make me a nail design. And that was the first thing that popped up. It was the only one. And I was like, I'm going to recreate it. So I recreated it. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I am going to also swatch these for you and show you those. So I thought this would be a fun little video. I'm not going to do comparisons in this video. Still feel free to message me on Instagram if you want to see a comparison to a collection to an older color, and I'm happy to do that for you. Like I've said before, it's easier for me to message you back on Instagram and be able to send you a picture that way. So yeah, still feel free to do that. So let me do the nail design first, and then we'll come back and do the swatches, because I'm excited to talk about these with you guys. Okay, so I've got this double time because we are going to be here for a minute. And I was trying to do my best to follow the AI image that was created for my inspo, and I think I did a really good job, honestly. I really like how they turned out. So the thumb, I didn't show how I did that because I've got a little video on Instagram showing you how to do that gorgeous ombre. But in the picture, it had a couple of thumbs. I liked the one with the palm tree. So you'll see that I stamp a palm tree on that. And I thought it looked pretty good. But I wanted to stay as close to the AI image as I could. So that is what I'm doing. Okay, here is the teal, and I'll talk about this a little bit later when I show you the swatches. It's a little runny. It kind of flooded the sidewalls a bit for me, but oh my gosh, is it such a beautiful color. So I'm just getting the base laid down of all the colors, and then we're gonna do some stamping. Reverse stamping, a little bit more time consuming, but you know what? It's a much better payoff. You get such a cool look. And I used to not do that on my clients at all because it would take me a really long time. I've gotten a lot quicker at it. But it's taken a lot of practice to get better at it. And honestly, that's what I tell everybody who just starts out with stamping. Stamping can be a little tedious and it can feel impossible, but just keep practicing. And then eventually you'll be like, how did I ever live without this? We do like a mixture. And when I say we, it's me and Amanda here at the shop. But we do a mixture of hand-drawn nail art and stamping, reverse stamping, stickers, water decals, a little bit of everything. Honestly, as long as our client is happy and they are getting what they want, I don't care how it gets on their nails. I don't care if it's hand-drawn. I don't care if it's a sticker. If that's what they want, that's what they're going to get. Whatever gets them to the desired look, and they're not going to be sitting here for like 10 hours. That's what our clients like. So that's what we focus on. So yeah. Okay. So ombre, this ombre, a little bit harder than the one on the thumb for sure. Especially when you're blending two colors together that aren't as close, like a pink and orange, a lot closer together than the yellow and the teal here. So I just use the Madam Glam ombre brush. It's a fantastic tool. If you don't have one, you need one. And then I put the colors down, I put them pretty close together, and then I just take that ombre brush and I just swipe back and forth, very light, feathery over the top, and until it gets to the desired look that you want. If you need to, you can do 2 coats of it. It makes it a little bit better. But I knew I was going to go over it with this glitter because this glitter is really, really sheer. So I just did the 1 coat, went over with the glitter, plus there's going to be stamping on top of it as well. So when you have like layered art like that and you're doing like an ombre, you don't have to make it perfect, especially if you're going to have like stamping over top of it, because most of it's going to be covered up anyway. So, you know, get that background on there and keep moving. Okay, so I was really, really struggling here on how to place this palm tree. I absolutely hate, it's my biggest pet peeve, I absolutely hate upside down nail art. I don't know why, it bugs me. And when I say upside down nail art, I mean when you like present your hand to somebody to show them your nail art, you present it like a princess. Like they are going to put a ring on it, like they are going to kiss your hand, you bow that hand down to them and show them like a princess. I never flip my hand around to where the fingers are pointing up in the air. Hopefully that makes sense. But so it's like, how am I going to place this palm tree on here? And I don't want to put it like this, all sideways and kind of upside down and weird, but you know what? It's fine. And then this one right here is upside down as well. And I'm like, oh, it like killed my whole soul to put this little palm tree leafy thing on upside down. But I was like, you know, it's a leaf. It's okay. Maybe it's just falling down from the tree like that. But yeah. Biggest pet peeve, hate upside down nail art. Anyways, moving on. So I did the stamping and now we're going to do the reverse stamping. So this takes, like I said, takes a lot of practice, but once you get it, it's so nice because you can like color in these open images and really play around with your color combinations a lot better than just like stamping like an outline on the nail. So all of this is done with stamping polish. It dries very quickly, so you got to move quick. And I think I have some videos up that are pretty old, but I can try to get, I say that, but I don't know when, try to get a video together for you guys. I want to teach people so much and I just don't have a lot of time, but I'd like to get a video together and show you guys a little bit more tips and tricks on the reverse stamping. So you got to let that dry after you get it all colored on there. You got to let it dry so when you put it down on the nail, it doesn't just squish out everywhere. And it wasn't wanting to transfer for me. So you saw I was like pushing and pushing again and pushing some more. And you got to make sure that it doesn't pull back up. A little bit of it was sticking up when I removed the stamper head. So I just put that down with my glove, just pushed it down really gently. And then once it's on there, you're good. Once you top coat it, it's not going anywhere. It's kind of like you're creating your own sticker. So again, another reverse stamp here. This way I get a couple of different colors. I can make the color or the flowers a different color than the leaves. Love that. And then you got your nice little black outline. Yeah, so reverse stamping can be tricky. You need to let it dry enough, but not too much that it won't transfer. Another little tip real quick is that I like to leave the inhibition layer of my gel polish on. I don't wipe it off. And that seems to help the reverse stamp transfer to the nail a lot easier. So yeah. So this is about it for the look here. Last little stamp going on. I let that dry fully. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below and I will do my best to get back to you. But yeah, that's the finished look. What do you think? I think I did so good. And then obviously finish it off with your Madam Glam top coat. Your Madam Glam top coat is the best top coat. I've tried so many and it doesn't pit over stamping. It's super shiny, long lasting. I absolutely love it. So I'm just cleaning these up and showing you the finished look. And that's it. What do you guys think? Oh, they're so tropical and so pretty. Okay, so what'd you think? Did I nail it? Did I do good? I think I did pretty good. So yeah. And then of course, you know, I didn't want to do all the things on this hand as well because this one's so much harder to do. So I did the little ombre, which was so easy to do to blend these colors with. But yeah, what do you think? Did I do good? I think I did good. I think I nailed ChatGPT's inspiration. I think I did good. So you guys let me know. All right. I'm going to start with the shimmers because why not? Life's too short. Let's go for the good stuff first. I have done some of these on some clients already. Not all of them, but a few. And I do have some things to mention about them. So first of all, this one has been popular. I've had this on 2 people. It gives like a nice magenta vibe. Let me get you a little closer. It's like a magenta fuchsia pink with like a blue flash in it. And it kind of pulls a little purple. On my nails and my clients' nails, it's pretty opaque. On a clear swatch stick, obviously, it's not very opaque. But 2 coats of this and it's perfect. So I've been doing 2 thin coats of it. It's not terrible though. And the orange I haven't put on anybody yet. So let's swatch that. I just wanted to do something a little different with my video this time because I'm just, you know, a little burnt out. So I thought this would be so fun. And ChatGPT, AI, it's everywhere. We can't avoid it. So why not have a little fun with it? Here is the orange. That is 1 coat. Now it really pulls like from the cap. It looks just like bright orange, right? But once you get it on a nail, it really pulls some corals and it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. But again, 2 thin coats of this one and then it'll be perfectly opaque. The yellow, however, is pretty sheer. So it made it really fun and easy to blend this ombre, but on its own, it's going to be quite hard to build up that color. It really is more like a glass gel or a jelly gel. But I mean, you could put it over another yellow and get a full glitter goodness. So I'm going to do a second coat on those when they come out, and then we'll do the creams. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's been a minute. I've missed y'all. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and give these a second coat, and then we'll work on the creams. The creams, I've used a couple as well, but not all of them. Like I said, on like a builder gel nail, this is gonna be more opaque. Like I have Luminary on and it's pretty opaque on me. On like a clear Gel X, it's gonna be a little bit more sheer and see-through, but definitely buildable on the pink and the orange. And then the orange one, so pretty. I love the undertone to this. How it's got that coralness, but it's also so bright and yummy. It's like orange slush goodness. Yeah, that one builds up really, really nice, even on the clear tip. And it's got like that bright flash to it. Like it looks like it's on fire. I love it. And then we'll do a second coat of the yellow, even though it's not gonna build up opaque. We'll still go ahead and do a second one. This would look pretty even over the green, over the teal. I mean, it would be really pretty as an addition to any creams, really. Be fun. And then if you just put it probably over perfect yellow, a staple, it would be gorgeous. So yeah. Now on to the creams. Oh, we didn't even look at the names of these. Oh, Golden Hour, love that. Radiant Glow, Joyful Rituals, and then this purple. Oh, you guys know I love a purple. Lavender Toast, ooh. And then this one, which matches this one really well, is Cherished Pink. Then we have the most gorgeous teal that reminds me of Boat Trip. Inner Renewal. Do I have Boat Trip? Yeah, Boat Trip. It is a little bit more green, less turquoise, more teal than Boat Trip, but it's a good one. Pink Harmony for this like bubblegummy kind of pink. It's got a little bit of a purple undertone to it. And Sweet Cheers for this perfect grass green. Love that. Let's do the purple. So when I was doing my little set here, the teal, I don't know if I've had that on anybody yet. These polishes, they seem a little bit runnier, like they're not quite as thick, so I was having a little bit of a flooding issue. Not terrible, but just a little bit. And they seem fairly opaque. I've seen more opaque collections than this. They're fairly opaque, but there's a couple of them that are a little bit splotchy, you know, to where you would need a couple of coats. But, you know, not too bad. I don't think I've used this one on anybody yet. Yeah, I would just stick with 2 thin coats on these, and then you'll be perfectly good to go. That's beautiful. But the teal one, it was a bit runny, like running into my cuticles and stuff. And I felt like it was just a little bit streaky. Like not quite as opaque. Oh, but it's so pretty. I love this color. Yeah. It's fine on the swatch stick with just 1 coat, but on yourself or a client, I would definitely do 2 thin coats. And that way it'll keep it from running into your cuticles too bad and all that mess. Beautiful color. This collection together as a whole just gives me summer, just gorgeous summer vibes. It's so pretty. I love it. This one I have not used on anybody, I know for sure. Pink Harmony. Let's see how this one goes. It's definitely like a bubblegummy pink with a slight purple undertone to it. Very pretty. I like that a lot. I feel like that's going to be really popular. That one definitely needs 2 coats. You can see it's a little patchy here and there. They do self-level pretty good. But yeah, always stick with 2 thin coats. And last, but definitely not least, if this is a good opaque green, I am definitely going to use this for art, for leaves. It'll be so good to do cherry stems with. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Like I said, it's not the most opaque collection I've seen from them. They've had better formulas, in my opinion, but it's pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. It gets a B, I'd say. Pretty decent. Yeah, you could definitely still use those for art. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. Okay, and that is the collection, you guys. What do you think? Are you gonna pick it up? What's your favorite color? Look how pretty that would be. That would give you like a limey, beautiful bright green. Oh, I love that. So take that yellow and play with it. If you get this collection, put it over all the colors. Ooh, that's pretty too. Yeah. Make a nice orange over the pink. Yeah. Could make that even more, you know, orangey. It does have a nice like coral kind of vibe to it, and you could throw that yellow over it, make it more orange. Don't put it over the yellow, it's gonna be barf. Blech. Yellow cancels out purple. They're opposite on the color wheel. You're gonna make brown. Okay. Yeah, very pretty, very nice. Yeah, even over that, how fun would that be? Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Do you like the video? I've missed you all. And I'm going to edit this and get it posted right away. So excited. Yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Madam Glam, for another beautiful collection. Happy anniversary. Here's to many, many, many more. You guys keep killing it. We love you. And I will see you all next time. Bye.